after me. There is no ummah is gonna come after my ummah. That is the reason I have not even given that witnessship to my ummah. Ya Allah, you are my witness. Allahumma qad ballaght, Allahumma fashhad. Ya Allah, you are my witness. I did deliver the message to those who are present. And I told them, those who are present should deliver to those who are absent, who are gonna come after me. Because no prophet is gonna come after Muhammad, and no nation is gonna come after the nation of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, and there is no book after the Quran, the great message of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The chapter of the cave. How did it start? As we mentioned, the Quran has not been revealed to Muhammad sallallahu. It was easy for Allah to do so, and it was easy for Allah to let Muhammad memorize it. That's simple. Because Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, you know, he was illiterate, he was not reading. Jibreel used to come to teach Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, and Muhammad used to try to repeat after Jibreel a word by word. He want to make sure that nothing will be missed. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told him by the end, Muhammad, don't worry. Inna alayna jam'ahu wa Qur'ana. Don't worry, nothing will be missed, skipped out of your mind. That's only for Muhammad. That's not for the nation of Muhammad. We need to understand that. Because we'll have another commitment after the session with the book of Allah. Whenever I'm going to ask any one of my great elders about one of the books he studied 34 years ago, he can tell me right now what was page number 5, 6 in the book Adil and Umar, for example, any one of those kids' books. He memorized exactly what was there. And even some of the subjects, it will never go out of our mind. That's correct? It will never. It will stay there for years and years. And even you can repeat it to your kids and your grandkids and so on and so forth. That's not applied to the Quran. You have not revised or kept reviewing that kid's book since 30 years ago. That's correct? However, you still have the information in your mind. One day you have read one of the newspaper and you still remember the article as is. However, you have not reviewed that article more and more. No. But that's not applied to the Quran. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala want to give a special feature to the book of Allah. You are not going to make him a friend, he will not stay with you as a friend. تَهْجُرُهُ يَهْجُرَكَ. That is the rule for the Quran. That is the reason the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, some of the kids we know, mashallah, we all have gone through the same experience. Man, I have memorized the chapter of Al-A'la, and I don't know why. I did not review it for like 2, 3, 4 months, and it's gone. You are going to teach the kids, mashallah, they did memorize the chapter. They did memorize part number 30, 29. And after 2, 3 years, gone. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, تعاهدوا القرآن. Keep dealing with the Quran. Why, O Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam? He said, Quran is so much fast in getting out of the mind, the way that the camel want to try to get out of the rock. Be a friend to the Quran, he will be a friend to you. You will not keep making him a friend, revisiting, he will leave. That's the simple concept of the book of Allah. تَهْجُرُهُ يَهْجُرُكَ. You're going to desert it, he will desert. He will say, fine. You are not worthy for me to stay with you. However, you are the same mind, the same person who did memorize the whole chapter, the whole part, 2 years ago. But you did not make ta'ahud. You did not make an agreement to keep revisiting. That is the reason Quran said, I cannot stay with you anymore. God. Although you have those words from the kids' books, when you read 4 years ago, and it did not go away. But that's not from the book of Allah. It is one of the major concepts we need to start with. Be a friend to the Quran, Quran will stay. You are gonna ignore it, Quran will ignore you. Very simple. The book of Allah has not been revealed to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam as one part, as one shot. It has been revealed into parts to deal with situations. So it will be a part of Allah's miracle to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And the Prophet used to try to make that agreement with the Quran, but only for Muhammad, Allah told him, don't worry. Just listen to, repeat after Jibreel, and we will settle it in your heart. إِنَّا عَلَيْنَا جَمْعَهُ وَقُرْآنَهُ فَإِذَا قَرَأْنَاهُ فَاتَّبِعْ قُرْآنَهُ. That's it. ثُمَّ إِنَّ عَلَيْنَا بَيَانَهُ. Your job is just to repeat after Jibreel. And once you repeat it, it's there. Let's also go, we need to make sure that the foundation is solid enough. MashaAllah, brother, I have been reading the Quran and I did memorize it. And I have a very good relationship with the Quran. But for a certain period in my life, I'm saying just on the behalf of other brothers and sisters, I don't know exactly what happened. I have started to be away a little bit from the deen, even while reading the Quran, but I have started to feel a different relationship. Even the way I used to memorize, it's not the same. My eye used to be lowered from the haram. I used to lower my gaze, and mashallah, the eye used to be very strong reading the Quran, and the rays are coming out of the Quran, settled in the heart. That relationship has no effect or no problem, no obstacle in the middle. Sometimes whenever you have a problem with your eyes to be lowered, some barriers are coming between your eye and the Quran and the way you are memorizing. Imam al-Shafi'i, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be pleased with him. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, out of his sincerity and effort to learn the deen, Allah has given him a feature that has not been given to a lot of scholars. Imam al-Shafi'i, whenever he wants to memorize the book of Allah, he is not reading. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given him a scanner in his eye. A scanner. He's going to open the 2 pages and it will be scanned. And that's it. He memorized the 2 pages. Just scan. Open the 2 pages, scanned. And they are there. One day, the scanner was not working. He opened the book of Allah. It doesn't work. He could not memorize. And that's Shafi'i. Something is wrong. He went to his teacher, Waqi', and he has one of those few just lines in a nice poem. شكوت إلى وكيع سوء حفظي فدلني على ترك المعاصي وقال لي إن العلم نور ونور الله لا يهدى لعاصي. Shafi'i, one day by mistake, a wind has blown off a tail of a jilbab of a sister, and his eye has just seen her toe by mistake. We are not talking about micro jeep and mini jeep and no jeep. We are talking about just a mistake, a toe by mistake, and it has come to the eye, and it did malfunction the scanner. And he said, I have complained to my teacher about the bad memorization I have been experiencing. I don't know exactly what's wrong. Something is wrong. The same scanning function is not working the same way. And Waqi', his teacher, told him, Shafi'i, you need to make sure that you are not disobeying Allah with the scanner, with one of Allah's bounties. And Waqi' told him, وَقَالَ لِيَ إِنَّ الْعِلْمَ نُورٌ. The Quran, the knowledge is a light. And the light of Allah could not be given to a disobedient person. وَنُورُ اللَّهِ لَا يُهْدَى لِعَاصٍ. The light of Allah could not be gifted to the one who used that tool to disobey Allah. He never intended to disobey Allah. It was just a coincidence. Shafi'i, Abu Hanifa, he has seen the same view one day in Baghdad. He left back, he was going to Salat al-Asr. He went back to his house crying, saying, ظَهَرَ وَاللَّهِ زَمَانُ الْفِتَنِ. Abu Hanifa is saying that the fitan era, the time of temptations, has started because he has seen a toe of a sister, of a woman, a toe. And that was the time of temptation for them. He thought it's just like the resurrection will be starting. Abu Hanifa has not come to see the streets of the Muslim Ummah right now. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un wa la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. So you would like to continue the friendship, make sure that the tools you are using to learn and memorize the Quran will have no effect. If there is a problem, it's what you have done. If there is a problem in the scanner, it's what you have done. If there is a problem in the way you are memorizing, it's what you have done. Check your transaction with Allah, revisit, and fix whatever is defected. Then it will go back. The disbeliever during the time of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Uqba ibn Mu'ayt, Nadr ibn al-Harith, Abu Jahl, as they used to come together in a place, we need to do something with this guy. He has been spoiling the whole environment. He has taken our kids and separating between wives and husbands. Islam is doing something is wrong, and he's coming to tell us we need to avoid our business, our prostitution, our usury. We cannot stop that. We know that. We know this man, because if this man is a strange person, he would have killed him from day one. But Allah has made the whole plan that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is grown up in front of their eyes a day by day. He's the only person that the disbelievers, have given him the title As-Sadiq Al-Amin. Not his relatives who have given him the title. This title has been given to Muhammad before the message by the disbelievers. And whenever it will be a conflict, a dispute amongst Quraysh, the one who will be trusted to solve it is Muhammad. That's by default. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is preparing one person with specific characters in order for him to carry the message, as we'll learn inshallah. Because the seerah is mandatory, but it will be another syllabus. We are going to touch a part of, along with the Quran, along with the Day of Judgment. But seerah by itself, inshallah, whenever we are going to be able to start it, we need to start from scratch. How Muhammad has been built from day one. Because if one person, if Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has been observed as a liar for once, it was enough to break the whole deal during his whole life. He has been sent when he was 40 years old. That means he has to give an ideal model for 40 years. Otherwise, he's grown up in front of those guys. And he is going to come with the message, with the true message of Allah, and he has been experienced as liar. Everyone will say, do you remember 12 years ago he did lie? And it never happened. On the other hand, they used to believe in him blindly. That's what they said in the authentic hadith. Have you just, what do you think about me? They used to say, you blindly, you are truthful. Wallahi ma ahidna alayka kadhiban qat. We have never experienced a single lie on you. Done. A single. It's done for 40 years as an example. So whenever he will come with the message of Allah, he told them, if I'm going to tell you that somebody from behind this mountain, unseen, is coming to invade Mecca, are you going to believe me? He said, Wallahi, with the Lord, swearing by the Lord of the Kaaba, we believe in you, Muhammad. Wallahi, we have never seen you lying even for once. He said, I'm the Prophet of Allah. Then he has become the liar, the magician, and so on and so forth. They came in one of their times. We need to find a way with this man. They know that the Jews in Medina, who used to live in Medina, and we'll touch why they're in Medina. Why in Medina in particular? Why next to Mecca? Why the Jews who are the followers of Moses and Jesus? Why? Why they have come to Medina? Because that's another story. Because they know in their books what is the place that the last messenger will be coming to stay in. When Nasr has killed them, when they have assassinated, when they have killed Yahya alayhi salam, Jonah the Baptist, and when they have tried to kill Isa alayhi salam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has empowered a disbeliever from Baghdad, from Babylon, the first city that has been destroyed when the US army did invade Baghdad. The first city that the Jews and the agents have entered because of the history that they will never forget. Nasr, who killed all of them in this area and just exiled them everywhere from that day, they have been kicked out of the Sham.